Hello boys and girls, we are working on our San Diego Zoo project. So what we are going to be doing, you see I've already uploaded some backdrops. You can watch the previous video to learn how to do that, and I've already added some sprites. Now on this one I wanted to have some binoculars. So I'm going to show you how to make the binoculars and how to code the binoculars. So the first thing I want to do is come over here to my sprites, and I'm going to draw a sprite. So now that I am on the sprite, I can come over here and I'm just going to turn this convert to vector. So click that convert to bitmap, and so now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to pick, I'm going to do black, but you could choose a different color. So I'm just going to say black, click the button, and now it has a complete background. So, and then you're going to be moving this around so it covers the whole background, and you'll see what we're doing here in just a minute. So now I'm going to take my eraser and I am going to change my size of my eraser to be about 100. So it makes it pretty big. So now I can start making binoculars. Now the reason I am using the eraser tool is then it makes it transparent and then I can see behind it. So now I'm going to, because I want it to look like binoculars. And you can make them as big or as small as you want. The bigger it is, the easier it'll be to see later. But the smaller it is, the harder the game will be. So it just depends how hard you want your game to be. So I'm just going to make mine just a little bit bigger. And I am not a perfect drawer, but that's just kind of how that looks. So that's how you get your binoculars. So in order to code your binoculars, this is a pretty easy code. I want to first give it an event, and on this event I want it to go to 0, 0. I want it to be in the middle, so that way it's covering the whole screen in the middle. Now I'm going to have it say forever go to the mouse. Now I want to show you something that happens when I do this. So I want it to move. So now when I forever have it go to the mouse, it does that, but then it doesn't stay, it doesn't stay like you're looking through binoculars. It kind of goes all over the screen. So what I want to do on this is I want to, make this just a little bit bigger so it covers the whole screen. So I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to change this to be 150 just to make it a little bit bigger so it covers the screen. So now when I click the flag, but you see it's still not quite working. So I'm going to do a little bit of an equation. So instead of go to mouse, I'm going to say go to and bring an XY. But I'm going to come down here and I'm going to be using under my sensing this button that says mouse X and mouse Y. And then I'm going to add an operator because I want it to just follow the mouse a little bit and not all the way off the screen. So I'm going to do a small division problem. So I'm going to say I want the mouse X to be divided. I want the mouse X to be divided by 3. And you can play with that number on your screen depending on how big you make it. Maybe you only divide it by 2, so then it's going a little bit less. And then I'm going to use that same equation. I'm going to say that mouse Y is divided by 3. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put this in the X position, this in the Y position. Oops, sorry about that. There you go. And so now I'm going to hit play, and you see how now we have the black screen. It doesn't go off the screen, so it's going to the mouse, but a little bit less. It's not going right to the mouse. So it's making it be a little bit more easy to look around and see in the background. So that's how you code your binoculars.